How's it going, guys? All right, we're live. It's a little bit crazy in here. As you can see, things are different. Hang on one second. Roger Hurd, Brady Metter, Keith McQueen, Dave Kessler. Great to see you guys here already. Let me fix these drapes here. They're shining sun in my eyes. All right. There we go. How are you guys doing? So you'll notice things are different. That's because I've actually got everything, the camera and everything switched, aiming at there's my computer that I edit on and things like that. There's my mom. Everybody say hi to my mom. Yeah, it is my new pimpin' office. I'm excited. I built this desk. I built those shelves. We haven't finished painting everything yet, so we got a little ways to go. I'll get back to where that other wall over there has all the cool stuff on it, and we'll be filming over there here pretty soon again. Ed Dugan, what's happening? Yes, people, everybody say hi to my mom. She is here, and she's awesome. I'm so excited I get to see my mom in 2 days. Saturday, I'm going to see my mother in Gulf Shores, Alabama, or the Redneck Riviera, as they call it. It's going to be awesome. So, yes, Brady asked if we're going to do the show from the beach next week, and I am absolutely going to do a show. Eric can't see what's happening. Michael Klinger, how's it going? To Shannon Hensley, Roger Hurd. I know I need to get my mom. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do a show. I'm going to bring my computer, and we're going to do a show next Thursday, just the same time, 7:30 Mountain Time. So, yeah, I'll get my mom and everybody on. It's going to be awesome. Brady, I have my bandana. I'm not wearing a mask, but I do have a bandana ready for flying. It's part of the deal. So I'm pretty, and I'm going to get kicked back, I know, from at least some people. Oh, that's right. You're in Loveland. Right on, Roger. How's it going? Are you coming over here? I'm leaving, but I hope maybe you come over here before you leave and after I get back. Yeah, look at that hair. It's getting long. It's might have to cut it again. Gary M, what's happening? Who's the Islander? What's going down? But yeah, anyway, I have to wear a mask to go on the airplane, and I'm not going to ruin my family vacation because I want to buck the system and not wear a mask. So I will be wearing, it's actually a red bandana. It's super old school outlaw. I'm excited about that. Jimmy Neihart, I said, anyway, what's up? Yeah, it's after 7:30. Guys, welcome to the Gospel of Two Wheels, number 93, where the coffee's hot, the bikes are fast, and the comments are absolutely ridiculous. It is so good to see you guys. Today, we're here to talk about Sargents, Colorado, and our whole trip and everything that happened. First of all, I want to start with you guys are funny. Sean Hertz, what's happening? Yeah, my mom says hit the like button. That'd be awesome. Jimmy, just run through the airport yelling bomb. That's a good idea. I'll do that after I get to Gulf Shores, like to Pensacola is where we're flying into. I'm not going to do it before, otherwise they'll kick me off. So I want to start with a gigantic thank you to Brady Metter, who was here last week. If you guys joined us, he was awesome and did a great job here on the show. Give us a thumbs up and say hey, or give us a rock and roll sign if you think Brady did an awesome job on the show last week. I think he did. I was trying to make him famous. He doesn't want to be famous, but I'm going to make him famous. So massive thank you to Brady for coming out. Also a gigantic, huge, world-size thank you for the suspension work. So you guys should know that Brady has done I did the 450 that I had. He did my 250 that I still have. And it was brilliant. And I had another guy before do my KTM with the Explorer forks. It's a PDS Explorer stuff. Dude named Eric, what's happening? Hey, Justin, what's happening? So a different suspension guy had done that, and it was infinitely better than stock. But Brady asked if I would like to try TBT setup on that bike. I said, of course I would. So he gave Brady huge thumbs ups because we're gonna make him super duper famous. So Brady traded me out some suspension. I put TBT stuff on the KTM, and I can say, like, absolutely no joke, it is so much better than what I already had. And what I had was so much better than stock. It is absolutely brilliant. Matt Simpson, what's happening? Yeah, I mean, it was so good. And the thing I like one of the things I like about it more than what I had, because what I had worked pretty good in the rocks and really rough stuff and was fun to ride and all that. But I was maxed out on my clickers. Like, I had them not maxed out, but I was pretty far in on everything to get it calmed down enough that I could ride it. And that was fine, but I was kind of out. Like, I had no more room to go any stiffer. And that worries me if I start going fast and get out in the desert or whatever, worried about what would happen. With Brady's setup, I'm like right in the middle, and it is really good. Hey, Patty Cake, what's happening? Bowman, I did bring the Rotella. So it's amazing. And here's the deal. Brady, chime in, because full disclosure, I did not pay for either of the suspensions. I've actually never paid for suspension valving because I never did it before I had the shop. And then after I had the shop, I've been offered actually, I take that back. I had Precision Concepts do an XR 650 for the 1000, and it was brilliant. But so what Brady says is, glad you like it. That's why I like having a set you can just bolt on and try. That is super cool about what Brady does. He had a shock and forks ready to go, just like, here you go, try him. And if I didn't like him, I could have just taken him off, handed him back to him, and no harm, no foul. As it was, I told him he could not have the suspension back, he could have my stuff. But Brady, chime in. What would that have cost me? Let's say include springs, everything. What would that have cost me to have you do that? Because I know what we would have charged to do what I had on the other stuff. Oh yeah, right on, Patty Cake or Patrick Mahaffey. Let me know too, Patrick, when you get that moose. It is on its way, so it should be there very soon. Well, it's Baton Rouge, Louisiana, so it might be a while. So okay, great. I just want to talk about this really fast. So Brady, it would have been about $900 to do what he did to my suspension. Those are Explorer forks, Explorer PDS shock, and in Matt Simpson, it's worth $1 million. But so about $900, that's a lot of money, but it's brilliant, works really good. What I had on the bike, that gentleman, I'm not mentioning names, and I don't want to go down that road because I'm here to spread positivity. So I'm not going to badmouth anybody. But what was on there would have been an $1,800 job, what we would have billed for it when this guy worked for me. And so Brady's would have been a half the money, and it's at least 2 to 3 times better. So, and way more tunable. So there you go. Please use TBT suspension. If you're, close to Brady in Oklahoma, use him. If you're closer to one of the other guys, I'd say use them if you want to get it back fast enough. I need to go. Actually, Brady, I don't think you do. I think what we need to do is get more people on board. And yes, completely worth it. Jimmy Neihart, it's funny. Brady has done a couple cone valve stuff for our friend Brian Aliff. Ryan Lutke, what's happening? Let's see. I'll be reaching out when I need mine done for sure. Sean Hurst, please get a hold of Brady. Brady, I'm going to put Brady's phone number on here unless, let's see, Brady, you put your phone number on here. That would be awesome, because I think people need to have your information, and they need to get a hold of you, because he's awesome and he does great work and he rides. And anyway, so amazing. And it also was super cool because I rode Horseshoe Trail. If you haven't seen the video on that, go back, check out day 2 of 4th of July weekend. Horseshoe Trail, I struggled. I didn't ride very well. But cool thing that happened during that was I was riding up Horseshoe. It's super duper rough and hard and whatever. And I was kind of glancing off some stuff. Hey, Kevin O'Laughlin, what's happening, dude? Eric, you're right. I was kind of glancing, and I thought, well, it's just, basically I suck. This is a really hard trail. But then I hit one thing, and I noticed it just did something weird. And I hadn't touched anything at that point. Brady just gave me the suspension I rode, and the day before had been awesome, but I'd ridden my kid and hadn't ridden really hard. And so I was like, okay, whatever. I took the clicker, the rebound clicker, and turned it in 3 clicks, and it was magic. It freaking made the thing magical. Like, it was like, oh, okay. So actually, if you watch that video, you'll see my riding get better, and it's because of the suspension. Like, I didn't get any better in that little short, 5 miles thing. So it was awesome. Ms. the Kid, what's happening? Let's see. Patrick Beatty, what's happening? Gary M, $1,200. If you're happy with it, you feel like you got good value, that's awesome. But I'm telling you that TBT is so good. Joe Green, what's happening? Jonathan Broadway, what's the turnaround if I ship from Colorado? There we go. No Pro here is my buddy who is a bigger guy, just had some suspension work done and transformed his riding skills overnight, for sure. I know Matt Simpson. I was hoping Brady was going to come with us too. I was hoping Aleph and Brady were going to come with us. By the way, guys, Matt was with us on the trail. You'll see him ahead of me most of the time until right near the end when Matt made a mistake. And we got past him. But it was only by sheer luck and the fact that he waited at the top of a different hill to let me catch up. It's super getting fancy. I'll do a tour on the YouTube channel. Actually, I just did a tour on the YouTube with my camera, so you guys can check that out. But when I get it totally done, I'll do another tour. It's pretty awesome. I need to get Angry Zach on. Part of the reason I don't have Angry Zach on the gospel is that he lives in Grand Junction and he commutes. And what he does is he comes down on Tuesday morning, works Tuesday, camps out Tuesday night, works Wednesday, goes home. Then he comes back Thursday morning, so he'd have to get up really, really early to be here in time for it. So I need to get him on here eventually. But you guys are going to get a whole bunch more into Angry Zach sheets on our Idaho trip. If you don't know about it, we're going to Idaho, going to Stanley, Idaho very soon, August 13th through the 17th. We're taking a few days off of work, and we're going up to go ride, and it's me and Zach in the van, and we're going to go and have a blast. We're meeting a bunch of friends up there, and it's going to be awesome. So make sure you stay tuned. Doing a whole video series, whatever, playlist on that, and it should be a ton of fun. Let's see. Keith, yeah, he's too angry. Oh, it's so good. The guy is so awesome. Yeah, I know. Dave Kessler, I should just do a show on Wednesday. Well, what we'll do, I don't know. So we're driving up there on a Thursday. I don't know if we can do it. I don't know. Garrett Anderson, I don't think he is racing snowshoe, sadly. Sean Hurst, yes, he does drive a van. His van, actually, so he drives a Toyota Previa all-wheel drive. That thing gets noticed and talked about more than about anything else that's ever been in the shop. People come like, dude, is that the four-wheel drive Previa? Yeah, totally. It's hilarious. Ms. the Kid. Hoosier, I don't know. Where can you get Hoosier tires? Because I don't even know where you get I've seen pictures and stuff. Let's get to some of these questions on the line here. Brady asked lots of things. Yes, I am going to do a show from the beach next week. It should be awesome. The Boingers are amazing. We just talked about that. I would love to talk more about suspension anytime you guys want to. Let's see. From Hoosier, but like I said, Hoosier.com or what? I didn't know if you could get them from any of the distributors. Brady says, am I looking for a regular co-host? Yes, Brady Metter. Come on out. And let's see. Actually, so they wear quick. Okay. Oh, Jeff Elmore. Yeah, the Isle of Man flag's definitely. It's in a box right here. It's absolutely going back on the wall. Like I said, this is actually my editing world. The wall is over there. I've just turned everything around, and the wall is getting put back into. It's going to be different, but hopefully more awesome, and definitely a better look at the Isle of Man flag. But the Isle of Man flag, absolutely, as well as I have a Scottish flag anyway. So that's all making it on there. So Patrick Dorton asked, Patrick, if you're watching, how long does it take to change the muffler bearings in a 96 KDX 300? The answer is 16 hours, and good luck. That's awesome. Okay, Brady Metter, what's the worst / weirdest bike you have owned or raced? Let's see. That's a good question. I haven't owned a lot of worst bikes, which is good. I had a DL1000 that wouldn't really. Hey, Tom Wall, what's happening? I wouldn't call that weird necessarily. I'm trying to think of racing wise. It's always been good stuff. I haven't. Well, so this might seem weird considering what I ride now. I had a WR250F, which was a brilliant motorcycle, but it's actually the motorcycle I realized that it was too slow. It's the first bike I've ever owned, the only bike I've ever owned that I thought this is just too slow for what I was doing. I was racing the Angel Fire hair scramble with Weeby back in the day, and you used to race up these ski slopes, like you just go straight up the ski slopes, and I was getting passed by everybody on the way up, and the bike just would not do it. I was, about the same size, 180, 190 pounds, and it just wouldn't go up the hills at that elevation. And so I ended up buying a YZ250, and that's what set me onto my two-stroke world, because I was all four-stroke before that. I got the YZ250, and it changed my life. Oh, good. Sean Hurst. So what's up with Sargents? I think riding trails from 50 up to Spring Creek to Taylor are amazing. So great question. Hang on. Oh, yeah, Brady, you have had some bad ones. Cannondale, ATK, Highland, early gas, and BMW G450X. I can't even, that's gnarly. TT600 right on. Bye, Mom. Love you. Garrett, that's what I heard. Mine's 84 CR500, air cooled, almost no flywheel, about 60 horse vibrate like grandma's. You know what? Thing was a hoot to ride, basically a 250 on crack. Did someone never seen a thumbs down? Did someone accidentally hit it? Yeah, I don't know. If someone hit a thumbs down, I'm really sorry if I've disappointed you. But Roll Bone, I can tell you that I have some haters out there. There are not too many, but there's some people that don't like me, and they give me thumbs down, and it's ridiculous. Brady, the only person in America to win a regional overall on a G450X, that is awesome. Shannon Hensley, the single track shack is amazing. So let's talk about Sargents. Hang on. Oh, Jonathan Broadway. I've ridden Star numerous times, and Horseshoe's way harder. Way harder. Yeah, Jeff Elmore, it's part of the deal. You put yourself out there enough, and not everybody's going to love you. And I don't blame them. I'm not the best person ever. That's for sure. So you guys are awesome. Sargents, let's talk about where it is. So in the state, it's in the kind of middle if you're going east to west, and it's east of Gunnison, about 30 miles, right at the base of Monarch Pass, like the road up to Monarch Pass. And Jimmy, that's awesome. Thanks, Matt. You're a blast to ride with too. And I love you guys so much. Let's see. Keith McQueen, that's awesome. So it's right at the base of Monarch Pass, and it's south of Taylor Park, basically due south of Taylor Park. And so you can access all the cool Taylor stuff from Sargents, which is awesome. And then you can access a whole bunch of other cool stuff towards the south, like up to the Continental Divide Trail and Monarch Crest. And there's just a ton of single track. The thing that people, I feel like, really, really need to know before you go there is that there's nothing actually easy at Sargents. If you watch the video of day one with my kid, those are the two easiest trails in all of Sargents. And they're, pretty easy. My 11-year-old did it, but my 11-year-old's a pretty rad rider. So there's nothing super duper easy. Anyway, in Sargents, Jeff Elmore, I have not gotten out with the goats. I've supported them in the past financially, not much, but some. I need to do that more. I try to focus more on the West Coast stuff just because that's where I live. But I love the goats and they do awesome work. Barry Hannenberg, do you have to truck your bike to any of the trailheads, or are they all accessible via trail? You do not have to put your truck or your bike in a truck ever again once you get to Sargents. You park there either in town at the Tamichi Creek Trading Post, which is an awesome place to camp, and they have cabins and they have restaurant, bar, convenience store, ethanol-free gas, all that. Or if you stay at Jeremy's Single Track Shack, by the way, singletrackshack.com. It's just a house in town. You'd never have to put your bike back in a truck. It's awesome. It's really, really great. Cement Creek is awesome, Sean, for sure. And the trails are not getting any better. Absolutely. Eric Kent's here. Yeah, because more people are riding them and they're getting chewed up. It's a tough place to ride. It's worth it. Again, if you've watched the day 2 video, I get up on top of Horseshoe, and it's like, it's absolutely worth the sufferfest to get up there. It's really cool. Matt Simpson, I agree. I wish Canyon Creek was 200 miles long. I'd ride that thing every weekend if it was 200 miles long. It's so good. From riding Sargents, I found Gunnison has a great little hospital. Okay, that is awesome / sad and hilarious. Eric, Agate's totally doable now. It's awesome. Sadly, it's not good for our water situation, but the water's way down. It's totally rideable. Copy break. Man, that is good. Jimmy Nyher, yeah, 11,000 feet is definitely a thing for flatlanders. Yeah, if you come from low elevation straight to Sargents and then go ride, you're going to breathe really, really hard. It's crazy. But it's super gnar, way high. Just drink lots of water to be good. Jeff Elmore, Death March absolutely is happening. Let me pull it up when it's going to be down. 1 second. Sorry, I wasn't prepared. By the way, it's always like the second weekend in September. This year, September 12th is going to be the Death March. To cheer Sargents. Yeah, Sargents is 8,500 feet, but everything obviously is above that. It's the bottom of the valley, so it's only up from there. So make sure you drink lots of water and do that. I've spent a bunch of time really, really, really high in elevation. My former life was a climbing guide / instructor, and I've climbed a bunch of really big mountains. So I've spent I spent a lot of time way up high. I know all about it, and it's painful if you're not from there. Let's see. Someone sent me. Oh, there we go. Eric Cancer, that's great. I'm not going to say what you said to me in the private message because it's awesome. I want it to be a surprise. Let's see. Jeff Elm being Moab that week. Ah, dang. Eric Cancer, I get tired putting my boots on. Fair enough. Brady, I'm guessing you mean you saw KO crash, and I hope. When was that, KO? I'm guessing it was a little while ago. A quick break, guys. Thank you so much. There's a ton of people watching. This is a pretty high number for us. Thank you so much. If you're watching and you're enjoying it, hit the thumbs up button. Also, consider subscribing to the channel. We're trying to grow this thing. I want to be the #1 motorcycle channel on YouTube eventually. I know I got a lot of work to make that happen. I need to get my chops up and do a better job, but we're working on it. Jonathan Broadway, Thursday Night Ride. Yes, there is a Thursday Night Ride. No, I will not be on it, unfortunately. The main reason, the only reason is that I sent my knee braces out to be repaired. I finally broke my Mobius knee braces after 5 years. I broke where the strap, anyway, whatever. I broke part of the actual big plastic part. And since I'm leaving on vacation next week for the whole week, and I won't be riding then, I figured I might as well just send them out now so that when I get back, they're done and actually already back, and I'm good to go, and I'll have to miss let's see, only took me a year, slacker. Anyway, so I'm not going to ride because I don't have any knee braces. I don't have spare knee braces. The channel's not that big yet. But I believe that Angry Zach Sheets and a few other guys are definitely going to go ride. So Thursday Night Ride for sure. It's going to be on the plateau. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be dusty. We have not had enough rain recently. It's been really, really dry. Yeah, broken knee braces. Fortunately, this one was not broken because of a crash or anything like that. It just, the plastic got old, I think, from sweat and whatever. It just got old. Need a new makeup artist. Yes. I need a way better makeup artist, Jimmy. Here we go. Eric Cancer, what tires did I use in Sargents? Great question. I use the Michelin Starcross 5 medium on the rear and the the IRC IX09 Dakota on the front. Partially because the Dakota was just already on the bike and I didn't want to take it off. I didn't have another new tire mounted up on the other set of wheels, so I just left that on there. And then the Starcross 5, because I've been testing it and I didn't want to change back. It worked. I can say that the Starcross 5 medium worked really well. I've been really, really enjoying that tire. I keep saying that I really like it, maybe almost as much as the X30. But on Horseshoe, I did feel like the traction wasn't as good as the X30. It's really good almost everywhere else, but in the really hard granite rock with any water on it, thing like that, it was tough. But so I still like the Starcross 5 medium a lot, but I think the X30 is better for traction. It probably doesn't last as long though, so I mean that's usually the way it goes. Brady, yes, they were around. Kevin O'Laughlin, I have Nitro Moose question. Do they make a stiffer compound for the front? Front tire looks flat. New 90-90-21. I think Brady says put the bigger one. KO, you want to put the NM21 235 in a 90-90 instead of the 220, and that will make it. Matt Simpson, the MX-53 is terrible. Let's see. Do you think having a spot or in reach for group riding is an absolute must in Sargents Montrose? Pat, for me, the spot is a nice thing to have. I don't like to think about relying on it because I think then you start making bad decisions that maybe you shouldn't be making. For a long time, I was actually against anything like that. because I thought, like I said, it gave you a false sense of security, so you maybe do things that you wouldn't normally do, because I feel like you should be able to get your own butt out of the woods or your friends or whatever. I think you should be prepared for that because, I mean, that's definitely the best way to be. But that all being said, I carry a spot as an insurance, basically an insurance policy, just in case. They don't always work, though, I can tell you that. So there we go. I know, Michael Klinger. I'm definitely going to get some V33Ss soon. That'll probably be the next set I try. New Ken to gnarly for not Jeff, not yet for me. And Brady, that 90 21 bib is the NM 21 235. Just so you know, NM 21 235. I know that's the nitro part number. I don't know what, Tucker and all that stuff. And is the kid? Yeah, it's that. Yeah, it's not good. See, I'm going to try that X30. Got some rocky events coming. I'll hit you up early next week. I've grounded my debit card. Fair enough. Brady, yes, correct. Depending on the tire. Sorry. Yes, you're right about the tire because everybody's 90, whatever. Tire companies are ridiculous. They measure things differently. I can't figure it all out. But yeah, you got it. Depends on the tire. Eric Cancer could go off about NewTek sizing. Eric, was my suggestion, did that work out? I know you were fighting there with NewTek. I hope that what I told you worked out. I hope that happened because I've had lots of issues with NewTek in the past, but I feel like I have a pretty good handle on what size moose goes in what size tire for the stuff. Good. Glad to hear, Eric. So yeah, if you guys have, by the way, if you have questions, I'm going to type my email in here. Hang on. That email that's in the comments is the best way to get a hold of me because it's, yeah. The phone at the shop is sometimes really hard. If you have my personal number, then text is really good. Email is really good. If you don't have my personal number, I don't give out my personal number to everybody. Just part of the deal. But it's a lot easier if you can get it to me in some sort of writing because then I have time to look at it when I have time. During the day, it's crazy. Ooh, Roger, I should try the ED11. I haven't ever tried that. I should do it. Let's see. What else about Sargents? What else do you guys want to know about Sargents? Sargents is awesome. Like I said, it's not a place for the faint of heart. It's not a place for little kids, for sure. There's a lot of roads you can go ride, which are pretty cool. Brady. Yeah, just PayPal Brady $5 and he'll just give you my personal number. Oh yeah, Eric Cancer, the Trading Post is awesome. Wait, Trading Post? Are you talking about the Tamichi Creek Trading Post? Yeah, it's phenomenal. The food's great. I had Matt Simpson. Yeah, the M59 X30 combo is the business. The Tamichi Creek Trading Post. I just had a burger. It was the bacon brie burger. So if you're there and you want to try something phenomenal, the bacon brie burger at the Tamichi Creek Trading Post is amazing. It's so good. And Eric, yeah, the trails are awesome. I just want people to know it's not like super easy. It's just, yeah, it's awesome. That's why I like it. Cancer, you're going to love that tire setup. It's really, really good. Oh, Brady, I do need to try. Have you tried the Washugal 3s? I know we talked about it a little bit. I don't remember if you'd actually tried one, but I'm interested. That X30 back and 59 front is my favorite combo right now on a small bike. But the M59 front and the Michelin Starcross 5 medium is a close second. And I think that the Starcross 5 might hold up a little longer. So if you're looking for financially bang for the buck, the Michelin is actually probably a better deal. It's a little less money up front too. I think they're $86 to us, and the X30s are like 97. So, patty cake, Sargents Trails, level variety, beginner, intermediate, advanced. Man, I don't know that, like Canyon Creek, lower part of Canyon Creek, I would call a beginner trail, with a couple moments though. There's some big rocky things. Past that, and tell me if I'm wrong, guys, but past that, I think that's the only trail that I would call beginner. Intermediate trails, there's a fair amount. Like it depends on obviously your version of intermediate, but to me, intermediate is, there's quite a few trails out there that are intermediate. They're tough. I would say they're on the harder level of intermediate, but they're still doable by a B rider, and without like too much struggle. And then advanced trails, there's a ton, a ton. Garrett Anderson, I haven't tried the MX-53, but I won't. There you go, Matt. Rocks up here make everything kind of hard. And what's hard about Sargents is that it's been ridden over quite a bit, and there's a lot of dirt missing. So there's a lot of roots and rocks and things like that are exposed, and it's super tough. So it's awesome. My cooling fan ran constantly on my Sherco while riding the plateau the other day. Is that normal, Jeff? I wouldn't say that is normal up there. Not a lot of guys have fans running on their two strokes on the plateau. It depends. I don't know how fast you're going or what trails, but Brady, that's a good thing. There you go, Kim. Intermediate to advanced for sure. Rocks on rocks, absolutely. Justin Hansen. I have not tried the AT81EX. It's so expensive, and I know I'm going to wear it out. Sean Hurst, great to have you. Matt Simpson, it's not hard, just run. There we go. That's a good way to look at it. Like horseshoe, there's a couple like hard moves, but in general, it's not that hard. Like Matt said, it's just relentless. Like it never lets up, so you don't get a break in between the rocky little section. It's just constant rocky little section. Okay, Barry Hannenberg, Dr. Park, on my scale, I would call that an intermediate trail. My kids rode it on a 65 and a 100. So no pro, there's nothing as easy as Dr. Park. I would agree. Let's see. Daniel, what's a fan? Yes, I like it. It is the Rocky Mountains, absolutely. Lily Pond is not bad, but that's Taylor Park. Eric, I would call that Taylor Park, not Sargents so much. But yeah, Dr. Park would be in lower intermediate, and there's not really. I mean, Canyon Creek. Someone said there's nothing as easy as Dr. Park. That's not true. Canyon Creek Trail, at least the lower part of Canyon Creek Trail, is just as easy. Oh, right. Sorry. You're right, Eric. Apologize. Daniel Malone is a fan. I like it. But Lily Pond is awesome. Yes, Brady, thank you. I do need to get to work. Awesome, guys. Great show. Ton of you watching. Thank you so much. If you're watching again, hit the thumbs up if you liked it. If you don't like it, then don't hit the thumbs up. I'm not going to force you into anything. Also, if you haven't yet and you like what you watch, subscribe would be totally awesome. Punk Rock Club, thank you so much for joining us all the way to the end. It really means a lot. Smiley Hansen, yeah, for sure. I would highly recommend the IX09W Dakota IRC for a gummy retire. It's really, really good. Ala freaking Bama. So Jesse Galvin, I'm going to be in Alabama next week at Gulf Shores, just so you know. So Jeff Bear, real quick. I know I said I'm going to go, but Jeff Bear on the fan, make sure you get the temperature set high enough. Sometimes they're set like 160, 170, and they come on all the time. So Smiley Hansen, It's the IRC IX09W Gekota, Gekko or Gekotta or Gekko. Anyway, look it up. The rear is really, 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 really sticky. Eric Cancer 185, 195 for sure. There you go. Thank you, Justin Hansen, for putting that in there. That tire is amazing. It wears out really fast. It made it 3 days in South Dakota before all the knobs were gone, but it made it actually 2.5 days really great, and then it came apart. All right, now I got to go. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. As I say all the time, I know I say it constantly, but I really do appreciate it. It means the world to me that you guys tune in, that you hit the like button, you share these things, all that stuff. It's awesome. The channel's growing, and it just warms my heart. I love you. Get out, spread the gospel 2 wheels, guys, and I desperately hope that what we're doing here at Highland Cycles is inspiring you guys to work on and mainly get out and ride your dirt bikes!